So this is a JV deal. It is a manufactured home. Let me see if I can go to the front of the house. There's the front of the house picture right here. Manufactured home in Mesa, Arizona. And I want to tell you how I got this deal. So I was asked to speak at an event in Scottsdale about a month ago on how to do real estate with zero cost marketing, how I do deals without spending any money. And so I kind of was sharing some of the strategies and tips that we use and we talk about here in the community with the courses that we have and the coaching calls we have. And one of the speakers at this event as well is from San Diego, California. And he's actually originally from the state of New York. And he got a hold of one of the sellers that he was doing deals with. And this seller actually had this property in Mesa, Arizona. And he remembered that I'm in the Phoenix market. And he asked if I'd be open to doing a deal together. And of course I said yes, right? So then I go ahead and put this all together, and we're doing this JV deal now. And it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double wide manufactured home. And I kind of want to tell you what the situation is. So we got this deal under contract for $220. Let me go ahead and pull this up on Zillow so you guys can see what this looks like. So here it is. We got it for $420, and if you look at the Zestimate, it's almost $320 here. So that's almost $100,000 spread, right? It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, almost 1,800 square feet, and there's actually better pictures, I think, on Redfin right here too, from previously. And this has been a rental property for a long time. Yeah, this looks great. So this is in even better shape than the pictures I had, right? So now my problem is, how do we comp this property? How do we know if we have a deal, and how much can we sell it for? So I just want to kind of open this up real quick for a discussion. You see this property here at Redfin says 315, Zillow has it at 317. Just off of those type of quick numbers, how would you guys calculate this? How would you guys underwrite this to see if this is a deal? And go ahead and unmute yourself and chime in. And even if it's not the right answer, don't worry. We're not gonna laugh anyone off the stage. There's no right answers. We're just trying to figure out how you come up with offers, or how you underwrite the deal, and how we can help each other become pros at this. So what would you guys say?
I would do 70 of the either the Zestimate or whatever estimate I could find, just to make an initial offer, to get it under a contract, and then to see where I need to come in at after an A or V point.
So 70% is where you'd lock it up at?
Right.
Okay. So if I'm using this number, 315, 298, I'm gonna use your math, 315, 298. And if I do times 0.7, that number is 227.08. Did you cheat, Nick?
No. Well, I mean, I just did a shortcut.
So that the deal got locked up at 220.
Oh, well, there you go.
So now what's interesting is, now what do you think we can sell this at?
I'd probably say about 75. Well, it doesn't really need much work. You could probably go maybe 70, 75, I think, in this current market.
Okay. So 315, 298 times 0.75, that's 236, right? And then 315 times 0.8, that's 352. Now, I want to show you guys a couple. Now, by the way, we didn't look at any comps or anything yet, right? And some of you may have MLS, some of you may not, but I'm going to show you how to pull up comps and using a free resource like Redfin. So I'm going to put in the zip code here, up here. Actually, I think I can just go right down here if I remember right now, because I just changed this. Redfin's always changing on me, and I'm always having to adjust to it. See 4 more homes in the feed.
Yeah,
Few more recently sold.
Zillow added their comping feature back again, and then they deleted it again recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was mad about that.
It can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. So let's see. What was this? The address here again. Go right here. And then I'm going to show you how I use the map feature on this to kind of zoom in on, look at the recently sold comps. So I'm using the map right now on Zillow just to kind of use as a reference real quick. So here's Main Street, Wrecker, Broadway, Higley. We want to kind of stay in this area. If the house is right here, we don't want to cross any major roads. So we want to kind of stick in that area, and we want to look at properties that sold in the last 3 months, and maybe even properties that are active and pending as well. So if I go here, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. Remember, it was Higley and you got to zoom in a little bit more. Sorry. What was the cross street? So Main Street and Higley and Broadway. Okay, Main Street. Where's Main Street? Right up here. Main Street, Higley, Broadway, and there's Wrecker. So then if I use this, I'll use the little drawing feature and go right here. And I'm going to look for solds. And I can go the last 3 months. I can go last 6 months if I want. I would try to stick around the last 3 months, keep it kind of tight, and you can sort this from highest to lowest. So, and we can also focus on the type of home. So I think ours is a mobile. So I'm gonna use mobile here. Now look at this. Here's one that sold May 9th at $335. And that's this property right here. So is that a good comparable? Let's see, the square footage is 1771. Our square footage on our subject property is 1793. That's pretty dang close, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's like within 10, 15, maybe 20 feet at the max. So you want to be within 10 to 15% of the square footage. So we're definitely within that 10% square footage there. If I wanted to kind of use the filters, I can also go in and type in this or put in the square footage here and keep it kind of tight. So if I did like say 1,500 on the low end and then maybe 1,900 on the high end and hit sort, oh, there's my comp right there. So if I'm advertising my property to other cash buyers, should I tell them this is a comparable property?
Yes.
Definitely, right? We can actually go out a half a mile too, but I just wanted to kind of see what would happen in that little tight area. If I remove this outline, let's see what, if anything else populates in here. That's a really tiny one. Okay. And then I can also look at anything active or pending right here. So I'll usually do active. Maybe I'll leave that coming soon here. I don't see anything else here right now. Nothing's populating in that area. There's one at 349. Look at that. That's a contingent offer. That's 1,736 square feet. So 349. We had the other one at 355. So would it be fair to say that maybe the high retail value is around 350?
Yeah, so it's in between there. Yeah.
Yeah, probably between whatever that average is, right? 349 plus 355. And if I divide that by 2, then the average is 352. Now, using Nick's analysis of selling it around 75%, I'm going to do that times 0.75. Now I can sell this at 264 according to that number there. So I'm going to try to start the price around 259. I can probably push a little higher, but I just want to try to get some active activity going on this, right? And what I want to do is find out who's buying in this area, especially like who bought this property. This is the comp. And those of you that have PropStream, I'm going to show you how I use that as well. But I want to find who the cash buyers are for this property. And how would I locate the best buyer for this deal? Because remember, we got it locked up at 220. If I can sell this, right, at say 260, 259, that's a $40,000 spread. And if we're doing a 50-50 split, and it's a $40,000 spread, how much do I get to keep, Nick?
You get 20 grand, man.
I'm okay with that, right?
Yeah.
By the way, on this deal, I never talked to the seller. You know, I didn't have to get it under contract. He did. I actually did go over there and take pictures only because it's close to my house. So normally I'd only have to do that, right? Usually we can have the homeowner take those pictures. So it looks like they bought it back in 2017. Here's some of those comparables that we were looking at using REI Automator. I'm going to sort this from highest to lowest. That's a single family. We probably want to keep it in the similar type of, you know, manufacturer home. So let's see here. There you go. Oh, maybe mobile home, manufacturer home. And then if I sort this from highest to lowest, oh, look, there's that property we just saw, that 334 right there. Here's one at 325. Here's one at 325. So, you know, I think those are all solid numbers. What I want to find out is if I can find out who bought this property. If it's an investor, we can try to see if they want to buy this next one, right? So who is this?
So definitely an investor.
An investor. Do they have any other properties?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now I can go the long way and I can try to research who this is, right? And I can go to one of my favorite websites is Open Corporates for that. So looks like there's the owner of this LLC, and looks like the mailing address is in Gilbert, Arizona. So I would do something like Fast People Search, put in that owner name right here, and then put in Gilbert, Arizona. And let's see here. What do I have right here, guys? A phone number. I'm going to call them. I can also call the real estate agent right here who listed this property.